Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Let's get back. So, in this video, I'm going to tell you if the Pomodoro technique works or not. I'm just going to give you a brief intro of the Pomodoro technique, even if you know it or you don't. So, it's this technique that people use to improve their productivity. Firstly, what does Pomodoro mean? Pomodoro in Italian means tomato. So in this technique, you work for 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break. So that 25-minute work interval that you did was a Pomodoro. And then you take a 5-minute break after that. So you do 4 Pomodoros like this, and so you work for 25 minutes and then take a 5 minutes break, and so that's a total of 30 minutes, and you do this 4 times, which is 2 hours. And then after completing 4 Pomodoros, you can take a longer break of something like 15 to 30 minutes. So that is a brief explanation of the Pomodoro technique. I'm going to say that don't follow this technique at all. And why do I say that? Well, whenever you try to do any kind of work, you just don't straight away focus on it, right? You would be distracted with all of the things you were doing previously, and therefore it would take at least 5 minutes to get focused on the task and do the work, and that's the least amount of time it would take. It can take like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. So if you have a work interval of 25 minutes, the first 5 minutes you would actually require that to attain focus on that thing. So why would you take a break after 25 minutes? So you are not actually really doing some focused work for 25 minutes. You are just working for somewhere around 10 to 20 minutes in every work interval, and after that you are taking a 5 minutes break. Now it is recommended that in the 5-minute break time that you have, you drink a cup of coffee, or maybe take a walk, or maybe do some chores. But maybe you'll do it on the first day. Maybe you will go for a 5-minute walk on the first day, but as time passes by, you are not going to use that 5-minute break to do some other task or go for a walk. What you actually will do is check on Instagram and YouTube in that 5-minute break. That is you are purposefully distracting yourself from the work by taking a 5-minute break. Even if you check YouTube, Instagram for 2 minutes, it will definitely distract you and will destroy your next work interval, your next Pomodoro. So you complete your first 25 minutes and then you take a 5-minute break in which you check Instagram for 2 minutes. You get some kind of data information from Instagram, which is saved in your short-term memory in your brain. After that 5-minute break is over, you have to enter into the next Pomodoro and you have to work for another 25 minutes. But since you got distracted, and now it would take at least 5 minutes to get your focus again on the work, and well, probably this time it's going to take more 10 to 15 minutes because you just checked Instagram and it distracted you even more. So that's mainly the problem of Pomodoro technique, because you are using the first 5 or 10 minutes to focus on the thing, and then you are getting distracted after 25 minutes by taking a 5-minute break to check on social media. And after that 5-minute break is over, you will again waste your time trying to refocus on the task that you now have to do, and that cycle just keeps repeating if you keep following the Pomodoro technique. If you currently think that you cannot actually focus on some kind of task for more than 25 minutes, you are probably wrong. You might have a bad attention span right now, but it can be improved. You can actually focus on one particular task for 1 or 2 or maybe 3 hours if you actually try to do that. If you cannot focus on one task for more than 15 to 25 minutes, you got the attention span of a goldfish. So, if the Pomodoro technique doesn't really work, what should you do instead? Deep work. Deep work is when you get into a flow state and do your work in long bouts of time. You have to work for at least longer than 1 hour to actually get into a deep work state. But obviously there is an upper limit. You shouldn't probably cross that 3-hour mark, because after that you are not going to have any amount of focus in that work. But going over 3 hours, maybe let's say once a week or once a month, is fine. So in your deep work sessions, you shouldn't do anything else rather than the work that you need to do. You can only drink water or go to the washroom. that's it. I'm going to make a more detailed video about deep work in the future, but I'm going to wrap it up here, and I'll see you in the next one.